You know, I realize a few things. Today I've got a headache. Yeah, don't worry, I took a couple pills. Like it really matters. Yes, I've eaten. Other times it has to do with whether or not you've eaten, or not. Or how much you've consumed. It doesn't matter whether it's bread or something else. Sometimes it can get that way from whatever. Sometimes you just don't get a headache at all. You end up not feeling good the more you eat. Sometimes you don't. I don't know. As I realize that by the time this comes out, well, here's the thing. I've been trying to get on Pokemon and I have not been successful. Not to say I haven't been successful in doing any progress. But almost every time I try to get onto it when I'm so tired, I don't make any of the progress. And so I said almost. A lot of times I make a little bit of progress, sometimes I make enough progress. I don't know. All I know is right now I'm about in the midst of trying to get or acquire the third badge, which is the Thunder Badge. And that right there in itself is going to be crazy. So I'm almost there. I just gotta get back to where we were, and I forgot where we were, and then I remembered. Yeah, that's right. We were in that tower thingy up there, and I think it was Saffron City. I will get back onto that. I just gotta. I'm gonna do things a little bit differently though on that, because I didn't know I should have not go to the teleporter, because I wasn't ready to take on it just in case whatever happened. Like, for example, I didn't really want to run into the boss and be like, oops, I ran into the boss. Whatever. So, anyway, I finished up another series called I Got Cheat Skill in Another World and Became Unraveled in the World War II. It's sad that it's done. I mean, they really didn't say it was really done yet for the season. And the thing I kind of would like to see, I know it would never happen. Like when you click on a show, alright, it should tell you about the season without spoiling it. But sometimes they do that anyway, kind of dumb anyway. But like sum it up about what it starts out to be, blah blah, right? Well, here's the thing. Like in season 1, it should say exactly what it started from, because this is the beginning. Because in order for you to understand the events and everything, even though sometimes some shows go off way up the bat like it really matters, because they have to recapture everything, which is kind of stupid. Like I feel like, in the last episode of the last season, well, we played with a UFO, but in today's episode, coming from that, we're going to decide to play with bikes on this episode, so I can ride around on it instead of playing with a UFO. Because it was brilliant in that season, but that would be stupid for this episode or whatever. That's just a prime example of, I don't remember exactly like that, but kind of how dumb they have to recount everything. But anyway, they can. It doesn't have to have a recount from the last season. It doesn't need to, but it would be fine as long as they just, keep it to where if you click on season 2, then you got a summary of what season 2 is about without spoiling it. Oh, hey, did you know that the last episode's going to be Batman in it? No. But imagine it more where it really ruins it for you, if you know what I mean. Like, so much into details that it should actually ruin it for you. Yeah, I believe I stoop so low I have to drink water out of a bucket. Oh well. I can't Anyway, so in this episode, I guess we can continue on, but we're also going to lose somebody, so Just keep that in mind as we go along. There are automatic recruits, and then there's some that I wouldn't mind having. However, I just realized that I'm sure you can still kind of get a bad ending, but not as bad as you would think without having to lose pawn. So we have to lose pawn in order to make the bad ending, the official one, actually happen, and that's the one I'm looking for. That's not for like the 100% run, no, because because we weren't doing the 100% run, which included the 100 Stars of Destiny. So, I'm not looking for the good ending or anything like that. I'm looking for the terrible ending because it's what it's supposed to have. I don't know very much about all games, whether or not there's a terrible ending or not. But apparently there was 1 in 3, but it wasn't as terrible as this game presented. Trust me, it's just not as that badly. So I intend to do another go about as far as castle things goes. I might wind up skipping some Stars of Destiny because we've already seen it. Like the ones that are automatic recruits and stuff like that, yeah, I'll just skip those because there's no need. But the ones I will do is the ones that are that I haven't gotten, that are completely manual. But in other words, any of these like stars that I collected are not part of the game where you have to actually continue on for the main storyline. No, but it's just interesting in itself because in order to make the game wholesome, you have to do it. But like see, these two we didn't even need. I mean, we do, but we don't to continue on the main storyline. You really don't. You need him because because he gets automatically recruited. So does she, and well, those three over here, and this guy over here, that I was just facing a second ago. I can get to him. Yeah, Karami. Otherwise the rest of them are just completely optional. Including the bath guy. I didn't need him. I guess I didn't need the vault guy, but I think technically we still should need him, which is one of the things I liked about 2 and 3, which is crazy. So, but anyway, yeah, this is one of the unique things that you won't see in any other game, is the painting room. It's crazy because they don't do that, but it's whatever. So there's also more to come if we so choose to do so. We completely ignored it if we wanted to. Like, see, I didn't even need to pick up the ninja that I picked up, but I did anyway because I've collected him before. It was not the hardest thing to do. Hardest thing for me to do would have been some of the things I didn't know about, like, I didn't know how to get all 100 Stars of Destiny. Like, I didn't know how to get him at all. Sorry, I cheated, but oh well. No big deal. It's not like I cheated where we started getting the 100 Stars of Destiny. I mean, I kind of practically did that anyway when I first started the game anyhow. So, the difference is that are just, even though we'll never see that because I never recorded it, because at the time there was no such thing as that. And, but yeah, I pretty much practically had almost 100 Stars of Destiny. That's the way it seems to be in every game anyway that I've ever played. I'm just not good at getting all 100 Stars of Destiny. That's the problem with that. So, because they have to make it so daggum more complicated in each game. Seriously, to get all 108 Stars of Destiny, because each one, you have to do something, and it's pretty daggum nuts to do. I mean, for the most part, a lot of them are easy enough on themselves to get, especially if you know what to do and everything. But in some of the cases, you don't get to see, like, well, you get to see they're exclusive to some games that are not, gonna be your average Suikoden game. This game should have had, I guess, continued on with some of the stuff that's in this game here. I mean, I get that you're trying to do a fresh perspective and all that stuff, but I mean, I like this game. There's a lot of it to like, and there's a lot of it to hate upon. And I don't mean like like it's gonna make you hate the whole game overall. No, just overall over those specific things that make them at the same time kind of interesting, but like, it's kind of dumb. So yeah, see these two right here. Yeah, we never saw them before until after the death of Tio. Like Alan, I join you too. Commander Killard, we join you in your struggle according to General Teal's last wishes. See, now, if it hadn't been for General Teal, we wouldn't have had those recruits. So, see, the thing is, in a way, I'm grateful to Wendy. Now, you may not think it's a good thing, but, in a way, I'm grateful, because without her, we would have never got this. I'm not grateful that the things happen, no, but, like, technically speaking, we wouldn't have seen this. Yeah, I know, at a cost of death, I know, it's stupid, but, kind of dumb that it's always the cost of death that creates the most unique things, but it is what it is. So speaking of our gardeners and stuff like that, I came right here. I wonder if my fields are alright. So I wonder if I don't know if it's okay to go ahead and knock down his plants or not now or not, because you can still do that at any time in the game before you end it all. So yeah, you could do that if you wanted to. But again, I don't know if it's a good idea or not. That's why I never bother once I get him. So I don't know. I'm not one to say I should be doing that in real life or anything. No. It's like if I played GTA and I beat up a certain person or whatever, right? And they come back to life like nothing happened. Well, I can't say what it is, because according to today's standards, that would be completely offensive. Even though it's just a game, and then I would never do that in real life, and I would never condone such actions and doing it in real life, People would be like, "Oh my God, you did that!" Yeah, I did. It was just a game. I never at any time let it affect me and feel like, yeah, this is the thing I should be doing to people in real life. I've never done that. I've never gotten into my head to go, well, maybe I should steal a car. That'll definitely do it. No, there was a guy who was doing that. He was doing it like Grand Theft Auto. He would sit there and take people out of cars and go one for another. Can't do that. This isn't GTA. Oh, sure, they'll take a little bit of your funds, but they'll take away your weapons forever. You'll have to go get them back again. And you spend one night in jail. That's kind of stupid. But in real life, you don't get to spend it. You might spend a few days, depending on how good you are, and whether or not they want, what time they're gonna. It's at their own convenience when they want to adjourn the court. Believe it or not, for the judge and juries. When they want to come over there and say, well, it's time to review this person's case. I mean, it's not like they're on a deadline, because they're not. To get this person out of jail. This person decided to screw up and make their own decisions of where they, get themselves in jail. So, yeah. Whether it's murder or whatever it is, you got yourself there. So, don't expect it to be like that. Oh, God. And I'm not going to say, oh, that would be nice. No. Don't get me wrong, GTA is very interesting. But GTA was just created just like any other game. The thing is, the reason why I'm not good at it is because I'm not good at, stealing cars and doing it for the mission. And especially that one mission where I had to shoot down a helicopter with a missile launcher, or whatever you want to call it, rocket launcher. I couldn't do it. I sucked miserably. While I was trying to chase down, while I was going back and forth. I mean, if I could just stand still and shoot the dang thing, yeah, maybe I might have had a chance. But no, that's not the way they want you to play the damn thing. Like another mission in, what was it, Scarface. It's did the same damn thing. I had to try and shoot down a helicopter. Yeah, okay. Me and shooting down helicopters don't mix. Sorry. I mean, I can show you how awful I am, but unless I'm willing to cheat and figure out how to way to bypass all that, you ain't gonna see me beating that daggum game. Sorry. I don't like it any more than you do. I mean, even though sometimes I don't mind cheat codes, but it just depends on what it is. Like, specifically, I don't want to have to cheat and get to the end unless I'm left with no choice. You know what I mean? Because literally, I don't like that. Like, look, Duke Nukem, No Time to Kill, I actually literally had to cheat and skip all the way down there with no weapons, no nothing. So, anyway. We've been on a winning streak lately. We'll win the next battle too. Let's do it. We have information that 4,000 soldiers remain at the fortress of Lamar. Ah, yes, Lamar. Okay, so before anything else, let's go save at our usual spot, because this is what you're supposed to do anyway before the next mission. So I know we don't have speed and all that. And I like how he's at here at 2 spaces at once. So look at that. He could be down here and up there. I don't think any other game actually did that. I mean, although Suikoden 2 sometimes did it, but let's not get into Suikoden 2. I don't want to get into that any more than I already have to, because, you know, it's just, like I said, there's a lot of things they corrected, there's a lot of things they didn't, that they really failed miserably on. I mean, I can't wait to get to that game, but let's just wait till we get to that game. I mean, we're not that much further away from starting it, but I still have to do the bonuses and stuff like that. So, you know, even though I think we're like at, what, 40 videos in, for crying out loud, by the time I was doing that, I was already at where I was, like, just, like, basically training when I had videos like this. So, yeah, so, anyway, yeah, I think we actually have to talk to Lee Pant to get any further. Beyond the fortress of Lamar lies the warrior's village, where I was born. Ah, there's another something there that doesn't really matter. And he has nothing to say. So, just in case I accidentally trigger, because I think you're supposed to talk to, what's his name? Oh, Master Killer. Quit thinking about me. Commander, Killer, the planet would like a word with you. Yeah, I kind of figured as much. So, what's up, buddy? Yeah, now everybody turns around. Commander Killer, our forces have already liberated the domains of the Kwanda, Roseman in the south, and Village Oppenheimer in the west. The Liberation Army continues to increase in force daily. Meanwhile, insurgencies are breaking out all over the planet, and the Imperial Army has its hands full. Commander, this is probably because of the news of the defeat until McDowell's army is spreading. The Suikoden Rebellion, the Empire is gathering forces in rural forces. As a result, several regions are poorly protected. Our best plan would be to catch the Imperial army off guard, and unite the various rival factions throughout the country. Yeah, so, you know, I guess Kermit the Frog's voice, even though it wasn't Kermit the Frog, has died. Oops. Poor Kermit the Frog, the teal. I agree, Commander, with the pants suggested. Yeah, I do too, because what's coming up, you guys have already seen. According to my sources, Imperial troops were seen pulling out of the Lamar region. The fortress of Lamar's gateway to the region is poorly protected. I agree. And that's very rare for him to say anything. How about it, Killer? Let's wait a little longer. As you wish, Commander. Please let us know when you have made a decision. But I will go ahead and make preparations. Oh, he's gonna do it anyway? Now, let's just do this, because at this point you should be ready anyway, no matter whether you're doing it or not. The winner starts Destiny. Let's attack the fortress of Lamar. Lamar, eh? Been a while. That's strange. No answer at all. Could it be a trap? Commander, I don't know. Commander, Kasumi, will you scout the place? Yes, sir. Immediately. sending in a poor ninja to do this job. Yeah.
Master Killer, the fortress is empty. The Imperial troops are nowhere to be seen.
What is the meaning of this? Let's go check it out. Victor joins party. By the way, we don't have a choice in that. Not that I would care anyway. What's going on? Something's very wrong here, Commander. Before we advance any further, we should scout the place. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why you said differently, but anyway. Sent. How about send? Anyway.
Take me with you, Master Killer. The disagreement, Master Teal. So much has happened. I'd like to be in battle so I can try to forget. Besides, I can't let Pawn upstage me.
That's what happens if you let him be saved. Like it's craziest rivalry I've ever seen. But yeah, she can't let him upstage him. If you get him killed, it's all well. Besides the death of Teal, Gremio, and Pawn, well, you know. So there's another recruit we could get here if we wanted to, but I'm not going to. Well, the Commander Killer, please choose the rest of the scouting party. So now this is where we left off last time, except the dialogue was different because we got him killed. So yes, I don't know why we had to say change, but yeah, we got to admit to party because we didn't have nobody else. I'm not putting in Tai-Ho as much as I like Tai-Ho or Kirkus. I don't need Kirkus at this point. I might need Stallion because well, for whatever reason. Let's see. Should I put in Luke? I think I will. If we know it matters not because there's someone else that's going to be joining us by force. Most craziest thing. There's also another character we should definitely get, even if we don't, because it's part of the deal. Even though that, you know, whatever. Oh, that's right. Oh, Flick should be put in here. Are you satisfied with this lineup, Commander? Yes. This is quite the mystery. What fun. At this time, Commander, I shall return to TBD Castle. Be very careful. Please be very careful, Commander, So yeah, as always, every strategist that I've ever known has always had to return to our designated headquarters. So, that's not a problem. I mean, at this point, we really don't need them besides helping us handle things. And that's about it anyway. So even though that's a bit of a spoiler, but you may as well know. Now I forgot to do something like it really matters. I'm not sure if it matters if we should, like now or like before we attacked Lorimar, but we could have got a character that he's actually one of the penultimate best characters to have. And of course he's not here. That's alright, we got one more chance before something happens. So let's go ahead and use the blinking Herrar. Even though it matters not. So we're going to be picking up some more destinations, like as usual. But yeah, because see, I went ahead and picked up Lorimar for a reason anyway. Because you can do that as little as you want to, even though it means literally to nothing. Yeah, see that guy? I'm not going to recruit him. There's like literally nothing you can do besides be a battle character, which I never hardly use him anyway. Yeah, that village down there is what we need to be. There's also some other villages, and there's another village in this region as well we cannot get to for whatever reason. I do not understand, so... Yeah, this guy right here. Let's go ahead and bribe this guy. I don't really care anyway. There's also something else that we have to get, Hellhound. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, it's just something here. Kulon Temple. Yeah. So there's also something we can get here too that actually is very important that we don't actually have to have. Like, we don't have to have him, but I'm going to get him anyway. Old Book Volume 3. Now, the way to get him... That's funny. Where could it be? Say it, brothers. Have you seen the War Scroll anywhere? I'm so embarrassed being the librarian. If you see it, please let me know. I'll repay you. His name is Hugo. Who would have known that that was a
a reference to something that they didn't have already planned out yet. Anyway, this guy right here, I'm not going to recruit him. I don't think I mean, because there is someone else I would like to do, and that's in the town up ahead. And we'll be seeing a familiar face too, by the way. Ah, it's him. I'm the gardener here. My name is Zen. You're asking me to join? How unusual. It'll be a pleasure. But at first, I have to finish business here. Would you go buy me red flowers, blue flowers, and yellow flower seeds? They should have some at the supply store. So yeah, he's another gardener. So, yeah, exclusively to this game only. Oh, there is one more thing I should show off that makes absolutely to no sense. The door is locked. I mean, you really don't need to go in, I guess, because you're already in here. And look at this. Oh, it's locked. The same thing over here. I don't know why it's locked. I mean, it's like there's like a secret path or something. But it's locked. So, for whatever reason, they have it locked. Kind of crazy. But yeah, so that's Kulon Temple. So, we're going to go ahead and go down here instead of facing off. Yes, Sorcerer. I'm going to bribe you from now because we don't need to fight you at the moment. I think we'll get to fight them later on in this castle down here, which is the only one of its kind that actually exists for a certain character. Yep, Niclord. Ah, that name. Brings back fond memories. I actually like the guy. The only problem I have with him, well, you'll see what it is next. And yeah, we could actually go in there if we want to. But there's actually a character, well, I don't really want to go in here just yet, so. Yeah. But we can actually go ahead and go on up and do some looting if we so chose to do so. Which I think we will. So, but anyway, that's all the time we have for this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Later. Or no, you know what? Actually, we'll keep continuing on. Because honestly, or no. There is something else that I know I could do. It's going to sound stupid, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah. Because, well, actually, we could do that anyway. Alright. So, here's the thing. We're going to go ahead and loot this place. Now, the only place I know of that does, what do you call it? The picture thing is with Malich. I never understood it. Why it was with Malich only, because, see, Niclord is also another one of them that, here's another place you can save. We'll save that for saving when we go to actually take on this castle. But yeah, we gotta do it. So, I'm gonna go ahead and bribe you again because, I mean, I really don't need to fight them. But there is a reason to come in here, down here, and talk to this one dude because it actually helps out to talk to him if you want to. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, I don't really care if I give up medicines. I can only buy up medicines later. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Want to hear something interesting? By the way, this guy is, well, I'll buy him later. Don't want. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. No. I didn't say do that. I don't want to hear it. Yuck, yuck, yuck. You don't know what you're missing. So the thing about this is that, please tell me. Yuck, yuck, but not for free. Okay. Yuck, yuck. Is that all? Well, okay then, but don't tell anyone. Master of Niclord always tells us, even in the forest, not just at night, during your work, praise the king. Okay. Not sure if that's the first one or what, but we'll go over that here just a minute. That's or something else. But yes, you can do this now, so you don't have to go back tracking in case you happen to fight enemies, which we will be fighting them, don't get me wrong. For this amount, okay, don't tell anyone. Master Nicole often calls himself King of the Night. Okay, dude, what are you doing? We'll just walk around. Yuck, yuck, but not for free. 10,000 bits. Yuck, yuck, you're very generous. Okay, don't tell anyone. Yuck, yuck, there are some paintings on the third floor hall. Master and Master Nicole, don't look. The second painting, from the right. I said don't look. And then to the third one. All right, stop looking. Ah, now these are some clues. You might want to jot this down if you're at this point. If you're not at this point, then I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I'll go get that in a minute here. Please tell me. So this is the last bit that's gonna be funny as hell. Yuck, 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 yuck. You're very, very dangerous. Okay, don't tell anyone. You see, Master Glachlor, googly goo. You idiot! Oh no, this gets me. Yuck, 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 you're angry. Okay, I'll return the money. Yeah, for 25,000 bits, as they call it in this game. It actually gets changed up in each game, which is kind of crazy. But it's interesting for the trade currency. It's not, I mean, I don't remember what it is in 2, but I know it's not bits. Like bits and bobs. So I guess we can go ahead and take on these guys, because these guys are nothing. Even though that, you know, the thing about him is taking him to his village where he's from. So, anyway, let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead and yeah, I'm gonna bribe because this is nothing compared to what we're gonna have to fight. So, I mean, we're gonna be wanting to fight these guys eventually anyway. But the thing is, I guess I could be using my skills, like right here with hell, because that would be a hell of a thing. I can't believe I just said that, but anyway, oh man, I did. Oh man, and I have a headache too. You know what? Fine, we'll do it. There's also a unite attack between spells, but we can't do that yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this and that. And do you have your fourth spell yet? No, you don't. So. Which is going to come in handy against certain someone. So we can actually do Storm. But Hell is a hell of a lot better than anything else that we have. And this might seem familiar because this is what took out the Queen Ant. Yeah. And even though because of that we actually get a lot of experience points. It gets us a way to bypass it all. So we don't get damaged. So we also get to level up. Isn't that cool? So unfortunately, yeah. And then something. So yeah, now that we've done that, Luke should be a little bit more prosperous at this point. But, you know. We also have someone else we don't have to recruit in the village. But we will. Oh, we will. Antitoxin acquired. Let's don't give that up, because I just want to give up my mega medicine for it, even though that I don't really care, because I'm going to be sitting here, you know, re-evaluating for, you know, getting medicines and stuff. So, let's not do that. It's interesting that I think there's some unique medicines that you can get, but I don't think that this happens until, like, I want to say, you know, Suikoden 2, maybe. But, you know, anyway. Let's get into this here. I'm going to use Hell again. Try to use Storm again, but it ain't going to work. So, yeah. Even though we're going to be a little bit more load stronger than what we're going to be having to get. I did not mean to bump that. That was me bumping the monitor. Not on purpose. It's like twice now I've done that. Anyway. And it's the first time I've ever done that with this phone. I think this way leads to... Yeah, okay, it leads to more treasure. Okay, so soon enough we'll get to have the ability to let go. So that'll be a good thing. Bad thing is, I don't know. So, yeah, I'm not worried if I run into spells at this point. I really am not. As far as I know, Storm is the strongest. I think it does lightning while trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Also heals your party members. Not sure. I might be thinking of a different game that does that, but anyway. So, yeah, look at that. Up there, aren't we? Sound setting 1. Nice. No, we don't want to give it up. We want that. Yeah, we'll be doing some other stuff momentarily here, but for now... Okay, so now at this point we probably don't have enough to do anything with, but that's alright, I don't really care. Because now, probably have to use her, and I'm not going to use that because I'm not going to do that. But I am going to try and use Storm. Even though we're kind of a little underpowered with our weapons. But it doesn't really matter because as long as we have this, we're good to go. Yeah, isn't that cool? So yeah, in the next episode, we will go take on, Okay. So now, what we want to do is not put free will on this attack. Oh no. We're going to keep doing this till we get a let go, which is going to be very interesting. So, anyway, I'm going to have you do that, you do that, and I'm going to have you do Dark Shadow. I keep telling you, don't say it like that. It's dark. It's dark. Dark! Blast it. I'm not going to be a racist. You're not going to turn me into a racist. Let's give up on that because I don't really care. Alright, so save state here. So, let's see here. There's a painting here called Peasant Girl. Take a look. Oops. Now let's see here. I think here. So it's like this, and then chestnut tree. Don't. I think it's this one here. Okay, the important thing is we get it right, so let me think here. Okay, I'm guessing it's completely random, but you can do this early if you want to. There's a painting here called King of the Night. Okay, no. Okay, so if I do this, okay, and then I go over here. Okay. We'll figure this out. Alright, well, we'll figure this out in the next episode. I mean, I know that it can be done. It's not easy to do, I know. Anyway, so that's all the time we have for this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, later.
Let's first we'll do this so that we can obviously do that. And we can do this, and we're done. Alright. That way it doesn't screw up. But anyway.